Welcome to See Motor today. We're taking you on the ride of a lifetime with a motorcycle that blends adventure readiness, everyday practicality, and rider-focused fun into one beautifully balanced package. The 2026 Yamaha Lander 250 ADV, right from the first second the camera sweeps across its rugged silhouette. You can feel the promise of exploration. This is a bike built for those who see roads as invitations, who believe adventure isn't just a destination, and who are ready to discover the joy of motion, whether that means urban commuting, winding country lanes, gravel trails, or long weekend journeys into the unknown. As the camera drifts over the Lander 250 ADV, resting in gentle morning light, every line speaks with purpose. The tall stance and long travel suspension immediately tell you, this bike isn't here to sit still. The sculpted fuel tank, purposeful front beak, and aggressive dual-purpose tires all hint at versatility. A machine comfortable both on pavement and where pavement ends. This isn't a machine that tries to look tough. It just is standing beside the bike. The host holds his helmet with a confident grin. You can tell this ride is going to be fun. There's an unspoken understanding between rider and machine, like they're already ready to hit the throttle and chase the horizon. This is how Yamaha designs bikes that feel alive. Not just tools for transportation, but partners in motion. With a quick twist of the key and a press of the starter, the Lander 250 ADV's engine comes to life with a smooth, eager rumble. This is a 250cc, single-cylinder motor tuned for torque, where you feel it most, low to mid-range. Exactly where it counts on both city streets and rugged back roads. The sound isn't harsh or aggressive. Instead, it's composed and energetic. The perfect soundtrack for both smooth cruise control and spirited throttle play. From the very first heartbeat of the engine, you feel connected. Like the bike listens to your intent and responds with enthusiasm. As the bike begins to roll, the camera captures low shots of the wheels tracking over tiny bumps, small pebbles and gentle changes in surface. The suspension moves with harmony and ease, a forgiving, yet confident setup that makes the ride feel composed and intuitive. This is where the Lander shines. The moment your tires leave perfectly smooth asphalt, the bike doesn't flinch, it doesn't hesitate. It transitions, accelerating onto a winding country road. The Lander 250 ADV begins to reveal its adventurous personality. Lean into a corner and the bike responds with a balanced, confident feel. There's no nervousness, no sudden twitch, just composed motion. As the chassis and tires communicate every nuance of the road. Beneath you, every lean, every twist, every transition feels alive. Like the bike and rider are in a subtle, ongoing conversation, urban riding is effortless. Navigating city streets becomes less about frustration and more about flow filtering through moderate traffic. Feels natural, and the upright riding posture gives excellent visibility of your surroundings. From stoplights to quick acceleration onto a main road, this bike feels intuitive. You don't fight it, you ride it. The ergonomics are carefully thought out. The seat height is approachable yet commanding, allowing riders of varied experience levels to feel confident when stopped and centered while in motion. The handlebar position invites an upright posture that feels right, relaxed enough for long rides, yet ready when you want to rise to the pegs and charge into rougher terrain. Foot pegs and controls are placed with balance in mind, enabling smooth shifts, confident braking inputs, and intuitive throttle control without fatigue. The instrument cluster is clean, modern, and easy to read at a glance. Speed, gear position, fuel level, trip meters all presented in a crisp, digital layout that doesn't distract or overwhelm. When you're focused on the ride, clarity matters, and Yamaha delivers. Out on open stretches of road, the Lander's engine hums steadily, carrying you forward with composed confidence. The bike doesn't chase top speed figures. Instead, it delivers usable performance where it feels most alive. In the mid-range, where acceleration stays smooth and predictable, it's the kind of power that doesn't overwhelm, but invites you to enjoy every shift, every kilometer. Transitioning onto gravel roads that wind through silent forests and rolling fields, the bike's dual-purpose nature becomes unmistakable. Loose stones and uneven patches don't unsettle the ride. They enhance it. The tire's grip with reassuring traction, and the suspension absorbs irregularities with a calm, composed feel. You stand on the pegs with ease, body moving naturally with the terrain. This isn't a bike that struggles to adapt. It embraces change in surface and invites you to explore further. There's something beautifully intuitive about how the Lander handles transitions. You enter a curve asphalt turns into gravel, yet the bike doesn't flinch. You feel connected to the ground beneath you. The moment feels alive. This is more than just motion. Its presence, a bike like this doesn't just transport you physically, it roots you in the experience of every kilometer. As the host continues along a gently winding trail, the sun begins to kiss the horizon. Golden light spills across the landscape, painting every surface with a warm glow. The atmosphere changes from day's start to evening calm, in a way that feels intentional, as if the ride itself is part of nature's rhythm. Riding under a sky like this, the engine hum becomes a kind of soundtrack, smooth, calm, and ever-present at a scenic overlook where winding, gravel roads give way to rolling hills and distant forests. The host pulls the Lander 250 ADV to a stop. The engine ticks softly as it cools, and he removes his helmet to take in the view. This isn't about getting there. It's about being here, feeling the moment, sensing the wind, appreciating the journey rather than the destination. For newer riders, the 2026 Yamaha Lander 250 ADV is a wonderful teacher. Approachable, predictable, and confidence-building, smooth throttle response, intuitive handling, and composed braking make it easy to focus on developing skill rather than wrestling with unexpected behavior. You learn to trust traction, understand lines, and feel momentum in a way that builds confidence with each ride. For seasoned riders, the Lander offers a refreshing sense of connection. A bike that doesn't overwhelm you with endless electronics, menus, and modes, but rather engages your senses. You feel feedback through the handlebars, under your seat, and through the tires beneath you. It rewards smooth inputs and thoughtful riding, encouraging you to explore diverse surfaces. With confidence and curiosity, the braking system on this machine is composed and reliable, predictable when you need to slow for an upcoming corner, reassuring when descending rolling terrain. The feedback is smooth and intuitive, enabling you to maintain confidence through both planned deceleration and spontaneous riding moments. It's an essential part of the bike's character, composed as the sun dips lower and golden hour draws to a close. The ride continues through quiet country lanes in fading light. The engine hums in a steady, relaxed rhythm, a contrast to more frantic machines that chase top speed at all costs. Here, the Lander invites you to ride in harmony with the moment. There's joy in balance, there's beauty in presence. That's the true essence of this motorcycle. It's not just about displacement or specs or bragging rights. It's about connection, a sense of being alive while you ride, feeling the road underneath you, hearing the wind in your helmet, watching shadows stretch over rolling hills. As the day turns toward night, the 2026 Yamaha Lander 250 ADV doesn't just take you from point A to point B, it makes you feel every second of the ride. It turns ordinary roads into moments worth remembering, and quiet trails into stories you'll recount with a smile. It doesn't ask you where you're going. It knows the best rides are the ones you don't plan on. C-Motor. We celebrate motorcycles that move riders emotionally, physically, and experientially. The Lander 250 ADV is one of those special machines. It doesn't just transport, it immerses. It doesn't just ride, it engages, it inspires you to seek the next horizon, to chase the next curve, to discover places you didn't know existed. Wherever your next adventure begins, a bustling street at sunrise, a quiet back road at dusk, or a dusty trail that beckons just beyond the horizon, the Yamaha Lander 250 ADV is ready. It's not just a motorcycle. It's a companion in motion, spirited, versatile, and endlessly engaging. And from all of us here at C-Motor, thank you for riding along. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell because the next adventure is already waiting just beyond the next bend.